everybody. Welcome to the 3200 podcast. And this is our
review show.
All right, man. I got Leo in the house. What's happening, Leo?
Not much, just living.
And what it do? Jonathan's up here. What's happening, Jay?
What it do, baby?
What they say in Detroit, man? What up, though? Hey, man. Hey, I guess today we're reviewing the NFL draft, man. They had the draft this weekend. So a lot of young men became millionaires overnight with them rookie checks, man. So congratulations to them and their families. Understanding that the big check comes with the second contract, not the first. So play hard, young man. Play hard. Let's do a review, man. Man, what do y'all think about the draft, man? First pick was Bryce Young. Was anybody surprised?
No.
Nope.
Not at all. Not at all.
What do y'all think he's gonna do in Carolina?
That's a good question. I don't know, man.
That's like the worst part about being picked first. You get the big check, but it's like you go to the worst team, and
The worst
always.
So,
It's good luck, man.
Yeah.
Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Pray for your health.
mhm.
Yeah, because them doggone quarterbacks, running backs, and receivers, first round pick, number one draft picks, to me are always the worst. You end up in the worst situation, and you're not going to turn the club around, man. You're not going to turn the whole a club that stunk. You're not going to turn them around. So it's always, depending on the offensive line, there's always rough there. I actually did not like the young man. I'm not even gonna lie. I did not like him throughout college, man. But lately, I've been watching a couple of his interviews, man. He's been impressive. I tell you what, he says the right things.
He always said the right things, man. He got a good team around him. And I mean, at the same instance, man, these guys, I mean, they've came up in a good situation with the NIL deals. So even if your first contract really wasn't that good, if you saved right and started investing in college, it shouldn't really matter. But yeah, you got to work hard for that second check.
Bijan was driving a Ferrari to UT, man.
Yeah. In the first game, Ewers ain't threw a pass for Texas. And what was he in a burnt orange Corvette? Got towed. Parked in the wrong area. So yeah, they making bread, man. It's just don't blow it before you go either NFL or with your own company or whatever you're gonna do.
All right, man. Now with the second and third pick, the Houston Texans made the first pick, man, and their fans. I already seen somebody call one of their fans and said they're going to the Super Bowl, man. Did the Houston Texans fans overreact with their first picks, man? Oh, rightfully so. Do you think they had a good draft?
It does. The draft don't matter with Houston. I'm going to tell these little dudes, if you want to stick with that team, don't do good. Because once you do good, you're getting traded. That's the Houston legacy. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell them. Do good. If you don't like the team, do good. You'll get out of there. If you like the team, don't do good. And they'll keep you forever. I don't think it really matters with Houston. Houston need a whole revamp. Houston need all 3 round picks. Every number. First through whatever. They need everybody. Because they need every position. So it don't really matter, man. It don't really matter. And I know they're like, oh, we got this new coach and everything else. The coach you had last year wasn't bad. He hooked y'all up. Y'all got, three wins? 3 more than everybody in the NFL thought you was going to get. So it really don't matter. Y'all, the thing y'all need to trade in and let go of is y'all owner. But other than that, congratulations to all the young men who made it to the Texans. At least you're in the NFL, man.
Yeah. Now
All right, man.
pretty good. They had some good picks, man. They got C.J. Stroud. They got old boy from Alabama, Will Anderson. So they made some good picks, but like Leo was saying, is until they change management, good luck, man. Because if he starts showing off, man, we'll take him.
Hey, y'all get them at a good price too. Nothing. That's what
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's move on, man. Everybody, I heard a couple people say teams did good. I heard a couple people say a few teams did good, man. I heard big thing. Everybody was on the Eagles and they were on the Steelers, saying that they had really good draft picks, man. Eagles pretty much picked a whole bunch of Georgia players there. Is it going to get them over the hump, man?
I mean, it's going to help. It's definitely going to help. If these guys can stay healthy, I mean, I'm watching them as well. But it's definitely going to help the situation they got going on already.
I think with some of these owners and the fans and the coaches and everybody like that got to understand is the help won't come this year. You know, the help because they got to learn. All these dudes got to learn. The system is a different style of play. Some of these guys don't adjust. You know what I mean? They kill, and we've seen it before. They kill it in high school, but they can't adjust to college, or they kill it in college and can't adjust to NFL. So it'll be next year. This year, it's crazy too. With a lot of times with the NFL, with some of these star players, you be like, oh man, they rookie year, they did this, they did that. That's because nobody knew them and nobody knew their style. That next year, that's what proved what type of person you are, because that second year is when people know your style. Now we got a whole year of tape on you, so we know how you play now, and so that's where it shows how good the player really is. So to those teams like the Eagles, you got them to get over the hump, but I wouldn't expect any of these college dudes to be that thing unless it's, you know what I mean, unless it's something phenomenal happen. But I wouldn't bet all my money on these guys. They're rookies.
Yeah. Eagles. Do the Eagles get back to the Super Bowl?
I don't know. You just the Eagles making it last year, man. You had a lot of good teams that started out last year doing a lot of good things, and even at the end, it was still crazy. You know what I mean? Will they make it back? I can't say the Super. I mean the NFL right now is not at a point where you can just say there's a team going back to back like it used to be a couple of years back. There is no dominant team to me. There's good teams out there and great teams, but at any time a good team could take out a great team. So I wouldn't say right now. I wouldn't say who going to the Super Bowl right now.
I would.
At the end of the day, they got a good chance. I think, because I'm gonna go against what you just say. I think if they're defensive players, they can get away with a lot of bad tendencies. Now, offense is a little different, but I think the defensive players coming into the NFL nowadays are being more dominant than the offensive. But some of the offensive ones, I mean, look at Trevor. You know, I never thought he would be doing such a good job, but you put them in the right you put them in the right place, and then you have the right coaches. I think they'll be okay. Because I mean, I'm watching the Eagles because like Isaac said, they had a lot of Georgia, that defensive tackle, Nolan Smith. You got an offensive lineman from Alabama, another corner from Georgia. Who cares about the quarterback? And then a defensive tackle from Texas. So I think those players got a good chance in that defense because their defense is a little different. I don't know. I'm watching them.
I tell you, Eagles do not make it, man. It is too hard. Like I was saying, there, it's too hard to make it to Super Bowl twice. I believe they got lucky getting it the first round, and plus their division, man. They got to go through Washington. Washington's going to be a tougher team next year. I think the Giants. I don't think Giants going to go far, but the Giants is going to be a tougher team next year. And of course, the Dallas Cowboys are always tough. I believe the Eagles. I would pay Jalen the big check that early, man. I would let it go a little bit further because I don't think this year. I think this year is going to be trash year for him. To be honest, I think he's going to be trash this year. I don't think he was great last year, man. I think he just did okay. You know what I mean? I'm putting. People are saying he's number 2 quarterback in the NFL. I'm like, what? What are y'all talking about, bro? This dude is not that great. I've got a bunch of quarterbacks ahead of him, man. I've got a bunch of Burrow in front of him, Allen in front of him, Mahomes in front of him. I even put Dak Prescott in front of Hurts, man. Hurts, Lamar Jackson. I can name a whole bunch of quarterbacks that I put in front over Hurts.
I like Hurts, but no, not number 2 quarterback.
Yeah, he was not really impressive, man. They got away with a lot of stuff. Some lucky college throws is what I was saying. The accuracy wasn't there. It's just like, how the college quarterbacks throw them deep passes and they just fall in. It ain't really accurate. You just got a real good receiver going after it. That's what some of his passes look like. I wasn't super impressed by his play. I'm happy that he got the check. If I was CEO, if I was over it, I would not give him a check, man. Philadelphia, you can send me your hate mail. I don't care. Send it to me all season long because I'm talking trash all season long.
I don't know, man. I think this year is going to show improve.
Yeah.
As far as I think, like you said, and it happens. The part I agree with you is, like I said before, it happens a lot with the quarterbacks.
Yeah,
defense don't know this new rookie quarterback and the style and everything. But after this year with that whole tape, and you got him. Now this is where it shows how good you really are, because you got to think there's plenty of quarterbacks that rookie year who, oh man, they this, they that. Look at Tebow. You know what I mean? Lots of rookie ones, and that was only because nobody knew they wasn't ready for their style yet. You know what I mean? But once they learn it, it's over.
Yeah, there's not a lot of Patrick Mahomes.
True.
No. And the NFL took away the rugby run. They took away the rugby run, so Philadelphia won't be able to do that next year.
There you go.
Yeah. And even Jalen against our defense, and our defense got stronger draft. We're about to get on my team there, but he didn't do great against our defense. He did not look well against the defense. Their backup looked better against us than what he did. So I don't think Philadelphia makes it again. I don't think they're as good. Even with all of Georgia, they can get all of Georgia, Alabama, Colorado.
Are you saying playoffs or Super Bowl?
I'm saying both. They'll make it to the playoffs. They'll make it
because they can still get a wild card in the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll probably get a wild card and sneak in the playoffs, but they're not going to be in the Super Bowl again next year. I don't think neither team will be in the Super Bowl again next year. But we'll get on that. We'll get on that at a later show.
Let's get on to this show right now.
Well, listen,
don't feel like Kansas City.
I know you want to see because there's two reasons. Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. And that's all I have to say.
I don't agree with that. The thing that Kansas has showed you, and the reason why I won't – Kansas to me is a team that you don't count out yet. And they showed that last year, man. Look at how many people was hurt your whole quarterback and everybody else is hurt, and you still pull off that win because of the coaching. Until they get another coach, that's when I really start counting them out.
And
But
the
I'm not going to
referee.
count them out.
And the
Until-
referees.
Did
The
they
coach.
lose the coach?
Not their head coach.
Yeah, I thought they
Because
lost.
to me, that was just coaching. To me, that's all that was. He out-coached the other team. That's all he did was out-coach that other team. Because if you look at it in how healthy the Eagles was more healthier than the Chiefs. So I'm not going to count them. I'm not like you. I'm not going to count them out until they don't make the playoffs. That's when I'm like, okay, we safe. But until then, I can't say that because when you got a coach like that and a team that really executes what the coach is throwing out there, they might be basic plays because all he did was nickel and dime him.
Listen,
Because his arm,
This-
with his arm.
This is the only reason why I agree with Isaac. Because Eric Bieniemy is not there anymore. That was their offensive coordinator. So that's why Washington Commanders is going to be a totally better team this year. And that's who we're going to have to watch out at the NFC East. He really needed a head coach job, but that's the only reason why. To me, when they let Tyreek go and now they're letting the Eric Bieniemy go, now you becoming like the Texans. It's the Kansas City Texans. What are we doing? You paid a man. Kansas City Texans. Yeah, y'all was the Texans. You tripping. Don't fire.
We'll see.
we'll see, man. We'll see.
We'll see.
But I know one team that will be the Super Bowl, and that's my Dallas Cowboys will be there this year.
No.
Let's talk about their draft picks, man. I thought they did. Me personally, as a Cowboys fan, I don't always agree with their drafts, but this draft I was very excited for. They filled in a couple spots. They deep spots. That's the main thing you look for. They deep spots. They got some good players late. They got some very good players late. Vaughn, incredible, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Somebody start cutting onions, man, when I watched that video.
Yeah.
When I watched that video of his dad calling him, man, that was dope. That was dope, man. That was crazy dope. Vaughn, no, I watched Vaughn. Like I said, he played Texas. He's been playing against Texas the last few years, man, and he's been killing us the last few years. So I know a lot about him. I was surprised that he made it that deep into the draft, man. He's a utility player. People are already comparing him to Sproles, and that's exactly what he is, man. He's a utility player. He's going to be in the backfield, make them short passes, them slants. And he's fast and he's strong, man. He's a beast, man. So I'm excited about that pick. First two picks, I think I can't even remember his name. What's the lineman we picked up? Mozzie Smith. Yeah, Mozzie Smith. Excited about him, man. Just watch some of his highlights. Look like he's a run stopper. He's a big boy too. He's gonna clog in the holes. So you got him on that defensive line. You got Parsons at the linebacker position as a true linebacker. Hopefully he won't have to get on that line as much. We're gonna have some trouble. Plus you got Diggs and everybody else in the backfield in the secondary. Our defense is gonna be stout, man. They're gonna be stout this year. I'm excited about it. Shoemaker. I'm excited about Shoemaker, man. We hadn't got an elite tight end. I think these tight ends since these tight ends we've had the last couple of years, they've been okay, but they're not no Moose Johnson, or you know what I mean?
Well,
they've been okay.
Well, that's the problem. Most of the tight ends nowadays are really receivers.
Yeah.
They made it that way.
Yeah.
But
you really need that blocking
yeah,
and one that can catch. Yeah.
because I like Hendershot, those tattoos. I like him. But you ain't say,
he's okay. He's okay.
You ain't say nothing about the Texas linebacker.
The Texans.
The linebacker from Texas we got.
Oh, well, I ain't got there yet, man. Overshown, man. Overshown was a beast, man. I like Overshown. I think he's going to be able to kick it up another notch. like he was decent in college. I ain't gonna say he was great in college, but he was decent in college. But I think going up and stepping up to that next level, I think you're gonna see another different Overshown, man. I'm excited about our defense, and hopefully the pieces we got on offense all put it together, man. I think we still need. I think we still need to go after a. I would love to see Darren Cook or not Derek Henry. I like to see Cook or Henry end up over there as running back. I think we still need that strong running back. I got a feeling we're gonna still end up with Elliott at a cheaper price, but I would love to see one of them two come. And then I think we okay in receivers. I'm kind of happy with our receivers. We got some good stuff. So I'm looking forward to next year, man. I'm looking forward to next year. I think we'll have a good year. Leo, I don't care what you got to say. Jonathan, what you got?
I'll let Jonathan talk. Go ahead,
Jonathan. I think what they're going to do, Overshown will not be a linebacker. Overshown is going to be a strong safety. We use our safeties as linebackers a lot of times. So I think he's a little too small for an NFL linebacker. So that'll give him, he'll still have that ability to attack people that slant in and get those big hits. We're good with receivers. We drafted another receiver. I don't know why. We were good with receivers. But I think they did good since we did have a lot of injuries on the defense. As far as the corners, we got a corner. And the defensive linemen and linebackers. We had a lot of injuries on defense, and so they're tackling it. The next draft, I just need them to start drafting linemen. We need offensive linemen. All our guys are getting old. So let's start drafting some linemen.
And maybe quarterback. We'll see what happens.
Unless you want Aaron from the Jets. He wouldn't come to Dallas if we gave him the greatest check.
Hey, we ain't got good enough mushrooms.
All
right, come on, Saints.
Come on.
I'm gonna talk about y'all Cowboys first. I don't know why you expecting me. I don't know, man. I think last year y'all had a talented team. Maybe not quarterback. I feel like y'all quarterback is mediocre. But as far as the rest of the team, I feel like you had a talented team. I feel like some of the plays was done. So it falls back to coaching too with y'all. I feel like I said last year with y'all, I feel like you have the talent, you just don't have the coach. Once y'all get the coach, I believe y'all will be Super Bowl. I feel like a lot of times when y'all lose, it's just bad calls to me. Also, let's be real. Prescott is mediocre. He's a middle quarterback, so he's gonna, you know what I mean. And I feel like if y'all had a more stable, steady quarterback, I feel like y'all would do better in coaching. That's why I feel like y'all really lacking. But as far as talent, man, y'all had talent last year, man, and this year, with the draft, like you said, y'all got talent again. We'll see. But like you said too, this is putting a tighter noose to me on Prescott neck, because it's like, how much talent can I get you before y'all get to where y'all supposed to be? You know what I mean? Because I feel like they're gonna look more at him than at the coach when it comes down to, probably because he's been there longer than y'all coach, right? Than the coach y'all have right now.
Yeah, he's been there longer than McCarthy.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I feel like with y'all. I feel like y'all have the talent. I feel like the two of the key positions, which is coaching and quarterback, I feel like that's what y'all lacking at. But we'll see. As far as the Saints, I feel like the Saints made good. Help you, Isaac. That was Jonathan. F you, Jonathan. Nobody care about you. As far as the Saints, man, I feel like the Saints, like I said, that's why I picked them, and that's why I like this team because they put it together as far as the things they needed. They got what they needed, and they just building the team. It's going to be a good stable style team. And I hate you, Jonathan. I really hate you.
Who did they get? Because I didn't even watch any of their picks.
They got a guy from TCU, Kendre Miller, for running back.
Oh yeah, he's from. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, for a backup quarterback, they got a guy from Fresno State. They say he's kind of like a Breeze, so I always do like a little Breeze thing. So I think he'll fit in just fine.
Was his name like Breeze? Breeze?
Huh?
I'm trying to look it up. I can't even find it. Oh no, never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, they got a defensive tackle from Clemson, Brian Breezy.
Yeah, that's
Breezy. Got an edge from Notre Dame. I told you Nick Sloveria or whatever, which is a guard from Old Dominion. They do things like that, and that's what I like about them. They got a wide receiver from Wake Forest, A.T. Perry. That's what I like about them. They put together a pretty good team, whereas it's a style team, and I feel like they do. With the money that they get, I feel like they do good for the bang for the buck for what they get. You know what I mean? They're not a big money making team like your Dallas. Who else is a big money team? Who else is a big money team, man?
It's just Dallas.
Dallas, I guess you're saying
I don't know.
your big city teams. You know what I mean? Miami. Miami. New York, you know what I mean? They have a budget, and I feel like they work within their budget to get a good solid team that they build up on, and every couple of years or so they win a Super Bowl. So that's the way I look at it. But if you ask me this year, no, I don't think they will, but I think they'll have a good team out there getting some wins.
All right, man. So right now, man, in the comments, man, let us know what you thought about the draft. How did your team do, man? And if you disagree with us, especially me, man, I really don't care. Especially you Philadelphia fans. Look, you're going down this year, man. You're going down this year. I know 2 losses on your schedule already.
Hey, shout out. I meant to say shout out to the TCU receiver Quentin Johnson, man. Temple, Texas. Player coming from out of Temple, Texas, man. He's gonna do great things at San Diego Chargers. Shout out to him.
You know what? I gotta add one more thing to this. Is one thing that I did notice through this draft. There was a lot of U of H players that got picked up. A lot of U of H. So shout out to U of H, man. Y'all do y'all thing out there. H time.
Oh, only Dion was pissed. Colorado Dion was pissed because only one HBCU player got picked this entire draft. Only one. It's your fault because you took your Louis bag to Colorado.
Hey, it ain't his fault. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the Kentucky quarterback for holding it in because
shoot, we didn't even talk about that.
He just knew he was going to the first round.
He just knew. Man. He just knew. It looked like his girlfriend was ready to go in the first round. She looked like she was ready to go. Yeah. She's like, "Oh, you ain't getting that kind of money. I'm gone." Who? CJ Stroud. You dating anybody? That's what she was looking.
Hey man, look, I want to tell every person that's going to the 2024 and beyond, just stay home, man.
If you don't know. If you don't know that for sure that you 1, 2, or 3, man, just stay home, man. Don't even do it. Don't go buy the expensive suit because them dudes was buying. I mean, they ain't even got a check yet. Them dudes was buying Tom Fords and
who was that kid in
Balenciaga?
Who was that kid with the all white? He bleeding out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stay at home, man.
Stay at home. Don't waste your money on the suits and everything, man. Going up. You ain't got that check yet. You ain't got the money. Don't spend money you ain't got.
And see,
but that kid from Kentucky, did you see his videos? His like TikToks?
Nah.
this dude is like eating a banana with the peel on it, and then he's sticking like mayonnaise in his coffee. He puts mayonnaise in his coffee, man. And that's why he went in the second round. Nobody wants his crazy self.
You trying to, hey man, if you're trying to get these NIL deals doing these stupid things, stop doing it, man.
Yeah,
you hurt your image.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get it for doing something dumb.
Even Caesar ain't eating bananas like that. No.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what company would, you know what I mean, for putting a banana in your mouth? And,
Jackass.
like, what company exactly are you going to promote being able with that talent?
I don't know.
You have.
You better not be double fisted the banana.
To each his own.
No,
Oh man,
I can't even mess with you.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Where did he go anyway?
What was it? Did he end up in Tennessee?
Oh man,
I think Tennessee picked
we
him
didn't
up.
even talk about the Tennessee quarterback, man. Yeah, he got drafted by the Lions, which was really smart since he got to have that surgery. So
you know who we didn't talk about too? We didn't talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, Chris ain't here.
They had one good pick, and that was it. There's one good pick.
Yeah,
the prayers.
It's not like Chris is going to watch this anyway. He never. And that's why he's not.
Man, put him in the beginning video.
That's why. That's why he's not on the beginning video. He
You heard it here, America. You heard it.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, sending prayers to Bijan Robinson,
man. Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck. Hey, stay out of the clubs in Atlanta, man. Stay out of the clubs in Atlanta.
Just make sure you don't do it with a pistol. No guns in your video, man. No guns in the strip club. Let your boy do it. Let your boy on the side have it. You just dancing next to him.
All right, man. Hey, please hit the like, share, subscribe button, man. Let us know what you think, man. We'll see you next time here on 3200.
Peace.
And you gon' laugh, have a good time till your side hurting. 3200, but you already know this. You know it. Couple of brothers hard working and focused. Let's go. Intellectual, entertaining for sure.